Hey, David B. Hughes, Katie Marie, my beautiful bride, founders of Simplified Investing. We are here with Michael Tucker, one of our students, and we're so excited for this interview to spotlight one of our students, just so you can hear from him, his story and his experience with us and Simplified Investing and what it's done for him and his life and his dreams and all of that. And so, baby, anything you want to say about Michael before we just let him kind of share his story and talk about his experience?
Well, Michael, you truly have a life-changing story. And the most awesome part is that the life change first happened for you, and now you get to share your story to change other people's lives as well. Every single time that you share your story and even the process, the progress where you are right now, we're inspired, and it's just so much fun. It's such a joy to watch you inspire and help other people along this journey. So thank you for being here, and we're excited to hear from you.
Yeah, and what you all got to know off the top is, retired at 23. That's of the many taglines we could throw out for Michael because he's an amazing young man. Retired at 23. So listen up. He's got keys. He knows how to do what he's done, right? It's not theory. It's not maybe so, hope so. So, Michael, just share, man. Who are you? What was going on in your life before you found us and Simplified Investing, and what's happened since then that the listeners that are watching this interview can not only be inspired by, but they can know, like, practically, like, wow, like we always say, and you always say, like, if I can do it, you can do it, right?
Definitely. Well, thanks, David and Katie, for bringing me on here to share my story. Back, I guess it was like, what, 5, 6 years ago, back in 2016, 2017, I found myself in a place where I was looking for more. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching this probably relate. I was like, I know God is calling me to something, but I just don't know what it is. And, I had just gotten married. I was just getting out of college, and I had tried everything, David. I've tried everything to make a dollar. I'm going to be honest with you. Tried eBay drop shipping, Amazon drop shipping, what else? Stock trading. We even had a kettle corn business that was failing miserably. And I just was like, God, what do you want us to do? Well, one day I was in a network marketing company because I also tried that. And I met this guy by the name of David Hughes. And obviously you guys know who David and Katie are now. And I was like, man, these people are awesome. I got to know David and Katie, and it was just like they were always on cloud nine. And I knew I needed to surround myself with these people because they were big dreamers and big thinkers. And like I said, I didn't have much money, but one day I got a call up, from David. He said, hey, listen, I'm taking a small group of individuals and going to show them how to make money in real estate. And I said, David, bro, like, we're in this network marketing thing together. I only got $100 in my bank account. Like, I'm getting like maybe $100 from, network marketing here and there, but we got nothing because we literally just spent all of our money on a honeymoon, which is another story for another day. But I said, you know what? If you say I could do it, and he said, yeah, man, you can do this. I'll show you how to do it with little to no money out of your pocket. And I said, all right, let's do it. I stuck my hand out, shook hands with him, and my life has changed ever since. So that's a little bit about my story in a nutshell. It literally took me stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something I was not comfortable with, because I always thought you had to have a lot of money and you had to be older and have a lot of experience to get into real estate. Never in 1,000 years would I imagine myself at 20, 21 years old getting into real estate, right? I think I was just 19 turning 20. So I was like, I do not think we can do this, but let's do it. And literally we went from, waiting on tables, doing ministry part-time, to now, flipping homes and making 30, 40, 50. David, we had 2 deals last year where we did 75,000 plus on the deals, right? And so, like, our lives have changed. I'm not saying this to boast. I'm just saying the process works. And thank you, Simplified Investing, for showing us a new way to make money. Thank you for showing us a new way to build a lifestyle. So we're so pumped. Thank you so much, David and Katie, for everything you've helped us do.
Man, that's so powerful, Michael. Thank you so much. And just for the listeners of this interview, they're in a similar place you were and we were, like, looking at it. Like, I know there's lots of people who have made money in real estate, but, right? We talk about got to get the butts out of your brain so you can move forward into your dreams. And so those butts would hold people back from believing that they can too. And so, what do you want to say to the person who looks at your story, and just so you know, like, also, if you want to share, now you've been with us as a student for like maybe around 3 years now, and so you've generated, I know, over $400,000, and like you said, you were doing it on a part-time basis the first year, but just over the last 2 years, generating multiple six figures a year now, in your mid-20s. What has that meant for you in terms of the time freedom and financial freedom to live all your dreams and passions in your heart of helping more people in more ways? Because the listeners of this interview, they probably came across this interview because they're taking a look at simplified investing. They're looking for something, like you said, a vehicle that can take them from where they're at to where they want to be. So of course, yes, the financial flow is there. We know how to show people how to do that. But on a personal level, like, what has that meant for you? And if you could just share a little bit about the financial piece. I know you mentioned there were 2 deals last year, and just so to clarify, it wasn't 75,000 total between the 2 deals. It was over 75,000 on each deal, right? Of the many deals you've done. And so just the power of that. But yeah, anything you want to share about that?
Yeah, definitely. And it's powerful when you learn how to do this the simplified investing way, the right way, right? I'm sitting here right now on my computer doing an interview with David and Katie, and literally I have guys working on a house right now for me, right? And so if you know how to structure this right, you can go out and do whatever you want. Now, I've chosen to do this full time, and this is actually my full-time career. So I do spend, sometimes out at houses, picking up material. But literally, if I wanted to right now, I built a business in a way that I could go down to Florida, which I'm going to. I'll be meeting David and Katie soon, right? My wife, she's quitting her job this Friday, right? And so she's going to be working for us, and she's going to be on our team now. We have a baby on the way. We're going to be able to create a lifestyle around family and do whatever we want, so it's cool just thinking about it. We have, it never would have been like this, but now looking at my calendar, I'm going to be in 4 different states over the next like 2 months, right? And so literally, it's allowed us to give more. It's allowed us to travel more. The total simplified investing lifestyle is completely different than what I was living before. So I'm super pumped that, God's blessed us with this vehicle to take us wherever we want. So that's a little bit about our lifestyle right now, David. I hope that answered your question.
That's perfect.
It's so perfect, and it's so powerful because your story helps to crush the misconceptions that can be around real estate investing. We all started at some point at some age. And oftentimes when we want to leap into our destiny, when we want to jump into what we know we want to try, all of a sudden the doubt steps in. All of a sudden we're thinking all of the thoughts, oh, I'm not old enough. I'm too old. I don't have enough money. I don't have any time. I have time, but I don't have any money. And that's the power of your story is, you were 19, 20 years old and you're thinking, number one, you felt like you were too young. Number two, you had $100 to your name. And look,
no credit, no money.
Exactly. And look at all of those misconceptions that you absolutely crushed. And so any of you who are watching right now, don't allow your age to be a factor. Don't allow anything to be a factor. If you have a desire to utilize the powerful vehicle of real estate to catapult you into your dreams, then take a chance on yourself. Jump in and hitch your bandwagon to us. Join the Simplified Investing family. We're just having such a blast, and we're loving watching lives change right before our eyes with our simple process.
Baby, that's so powerful. Thank you, Michael, for sharing in the interview today. And you're another example. You're living proof of living a limitless life that's available to every person who just simply chooses to invest in themselves and lock arms with us so we can help take them to where they want to be. So thank you, man. We appreciate you. You're a living example of all the principles and processes that we're here to teach and deliver for all those who choose to link up with us here at Simplified Investing.
Thanks, David.